The work done by the force to displace a stationary object through a distance s is the kinetic energy gained by the object. I repeat, energy is nothing but the capacity to do the work, right? So work done by a force to displace a stationary object through a distance s is the kinetic energy gained by the object. So we have to see that. So kinetic energy is nothing but the work done on the object. So if we'll write in the form of formula, kinetic energy we write in short as K dot E dot. So K dot E dot is work done. Work done is force into displacement. So F into S. Here we have the ball A. Now when the force is applied to it, it goes towards point B, right? Now see, from A to B it has moved. First, previously it was stationary, u was 0. Now here it has come with some velocity v. So when it is reaching to point V, the velocity of the ball is v. The work done is nothing but force into displacement. So what is force? Force is F is equal to m into A, right? And the displacement ka formula we have ut plus half at square. Now the ball was initially at rest, right? So u equal to 0. So substitute u equal to 0. So s is equal to 0 plus half at square. So s is nothing but half at square, right? So now what is work? Work is F. F की जगह पे I will write ma and s की जगह पे I will write down half at square. So observe here, children. From here, a is also there. A into a will become a square. So I will write W is equal to M. A into a is a square, t square. Of course, half is there, so I will write half first. So W is equal to half into M into a square t square. Now a square t square can be written as at the whole square. Right. Now we'll use the first Newton's first equation of motion. What we will have according to the Newton's first law, we have v is equal to u plus at. Again I will put u equal to 0, isn't it? So what will v be? V will be equal to at. So what will be v square? V square is equal to at the whole square. Now observe what I got here, v square as at the whole square. And what we have here, yes, here also we have at the whole square. So can I replace this at square by v square? Right. So what we can get is w is equal to half mv square. So the kinetic energy gained by the object is nothing but the amount of work done on the object. So it will be equal to W, and what is W? W is half mv square. So we got the formula for kinetic energy as half mv square. Is it clear? So please write down this formula on the last page of the notebook. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. You can use this short form K dot E dot, where K and E is capital letter for writing kinetic energy. So uh, kinetic energy in short can be written as Ke. Now once we are knowing the formula, we are knowing the units also, joule and erg, same as work, right? So everything is done about जो भी होगा, work is scalar quantity, so even if this will be also scalar quantity. Now let us understand some sums based on it. A stone having a mass of 250 grams is falling from a height. How much kinetic energy does it have at the moment when its velocity is 2 meter per second? Now let us understand this. यहाँ पे ना, यहाँ पे स्टोन था, स्टोन का मास कितना था? इट वाज 250 grams and it was allowed to fall. Okay, and you are asked how much will be the kinetic energy at the moment when its velocity is 2 meter per second. So in between stage में somewhere its velocity will become 2 meter per second, and you have to find out how much is the kinetic energy at that time. So let us understand it. So mass you got 250 grams and you are having the velocity is 2 meter per second. Now this is in MKS unit. This is not in MKS unit, it is in CGS unit. So we need to convert it, right? So 250 is 250 upon 1000 kg. So to convert it, it will become this 0 will get cancelled. 25 upon 100 is 0.25. So here we have written 0.25. So substitute kinetic energy half mv square, half into 0.25 into v. When the velocity is 2 meter per second, we have to find out the kinetic energy. So write down that. So solving further, what we'll get? This will be equal to half, of course, 25 upon 100 into 2 ka square is 4. Now here 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. 25 into 2 is 50. 50 upon 100. 50 upon 100 is 0 cut 5 upon 10, 0.5. Got it? So this is how we are going to do it. So simple sums of half mv square will be there. Now let us go towards the potential. Children, this derivation, the entire derivation, how we reach to this formula is important. It can be asked in the exam, derive the expression for kinetic energy. Okay, this is the question which can be asked based on it. Now let us understand about the other type of energy which is called as the potential energy. The arrow is released from a stretch bow, right? When it is stretched and then we just release it, it goes to certain distance. A water kept at a height flows through a pipe into the tap below. That is, it is just stored here and in the tap you are getting it, which is below. Third one, if you have a compressed string in your hand and if you just release. Now what happens is, in this case, I'll just take the example of spring first. That is very easy to understand. You can do it in your hand also if you have a spring of pen. When you press this, there was a deformation in the shape of the spring. But as soon as you release the hand, it comes back to its original position. This is due to the energy when you are, which is possessed by the stretched, compressed string. When you compressing the spring, the energy is getting stored into it, and then it uses this energy to come back to its original position. So that is, this is nothing but is the potential energy. So how will you define the potential energy? The energy stored in an object because of its specific state or position is called as potential energy. Now just observe this picture. You are holding a chalk at a height of 5 centimeters from the floor here. Okay. And you are allowing it to fall it down. Here you are getting the chalk. But when you are standing, your height is around 5 feet and you are again releasing the chalk. What will happen? What is observed here? Just observe the. Yes, it is broken. Right? The chalk is same. You are also same. What is differing? Differing is the height. Here it was just 5 centimeter and here it was 5 feet. So when it is falling from a great height, it is getting break. That means this energy has something to do with the height, right? So let us understand what is the relationship with the height and the energy. So let's do that. For this, let we are going to derive now expression for the potential energy. To carry an object M to a height h above the surface of the earth, a force is equal to the mass M is taken to the height of h. So the force acting on the object is mg and the displacement is h. So W work done, W is force into displacement, that is mg into h. So W is equal to mgh. Therefore, the amount of the potential energy stored in the object because of its displacement will be mg into h. Force is mg and displacement is h. So mgh. So this is nothing but the expression for the formula for the potential energy. So displacement to the height h causes energy equal to the mj to be stored in the object. So we can conclude that if height is more, the object will have more potential energy because it depends upon height. If it is near to the ground, then it will have less potential energy. So let us have now some sums based on it. 500 kg water is stored in the overhead tank of 10-meter high building. Calculate the amount of potential energy stored in the water. So we have height 10 meters. से पहले माले पे height है 10 meters. Mass is 500 kg and you have G as 9.8. Potential is mgh. So 10 into 9.8 into 500. So PE is equal to 49,000 joule. Simple substitution and calculation because all the things are in the same MKS units. After understanding this, let us take the example of this Ajay and Atul. Now here Atul is standing and here Ajay is saying, who will be having more potential energy? Yes, because he is at a correct. So potential energy is relative, okay? Related to height. So potential energy of Ajay and Atul both are different because they are standing at a different height. Let us go towards the transformation of energy. Now, children, we know that we have the electrical supply. From that, we put the light on, we put the fan on, we iron the things, we put the geyser on, we put the AC on, we keep the mobile for charging, right? All these things we are doing. Electricity is also a type of energy only. But all the type of energy children can be transferred from one form to the another. So let us understand it. Here we have the cell which contains the chemical energy into it and it gives the light. Correct? Now when you are burning the crackers during the Diwali festival, so that crackles has got the chemical energy into it. When you light it, what happens? It gives the sound, it gives the light, and all the wrappers of the paper from which the crackers is made goes here and there. So it gets converted into sound energy, light energy, and the mechanical energy also. So we learn here that the energy conversion takes place. See the different example. I'm having at the center electrical energy. So from electrical energy to mechanical energy, the fan is moving. Fan is a machine, na? So when it moves, mechanical energy is there, right? Mechanical energy to generator. जब लाइट जाती है तो हम लोग जनरेटर ऑन करते हैं. So there that machine works and it converts into the electricity. From electrical energy to heat energy, here children, the transformation takes place. Heat ऐसे geyser on कर दिया. So that is now from heat energy to electricity. We are using the thermocouple. You have the thermal power station. You must have heard about thermal power station. So that from the bottom of the earth, you can say deep inside the ground, the earth is hot. So that thermal energy is getting converted into the electrical energy. Now let us go to this conversion. Electric energy to sound energy. Now I'm talking with you. What is happening? My okay, electric when you are using the loudspeaker, the sound gets magnified. So that means your electrical energy is getting converted into the sound energy, right? Vice versa. I'll just give an example of telephone here. When I'm talking with you on phone on some mobile, I am speaking. So that is my sound energy. Right? This sound energy is getting converted to electrical impulse through the internet and then it reaches to your mobile in the form of the electrical impulse and then at your end again that electrical energy is getting converted into sound energy and you can hear me. So this entire process goes on. So from electrical to sound and sound to the electrical continuously it goes on. Then battery charging and discharging, whatever we are doing. So we are doing from electrical to chemical. मोबाइल को चार्ज किया and then फिर मोबाइल जब चलता है then it will be from chemical to electrical, right? Then example of light energy to electrical energy in electrical energy. So when we put the light on, so electrical to light energy we get, and the work of photosynthesis, children, or you can say about the solar batteries, solar cells. So they are using sunlight, solar energy, and convert into the electrical energy. So children, did you follow the transformation of energy? This is a simple, I gave you the example of electrical energy. Many form of energy are getting converted from one form to another. So this gives rise to the law of conservation. एक एनर्जी जितनी खत्म होती है उतनी ही दूसरी एनर्जी पैदा हो जाती है. In the universe, the total amount of the energy remains constant, doesn't change. We can just convert from one form to the another. So here what is happening? In a dam the water is stored and then it is allowed to fall down. Here you have the turbines which rotates due to the kinetic energy of water, and when it is connected to turbines it moves and the electricity is generated. Next part is about the law of conservation of energy. Now this particular activity is cancelled for you, but I'm just quickly saying, take one string. In that you again, here we have one string, in that you attach two string with the nut. Okay, then you give jerk to only one string having the nut. जरा सा jerk दे दो, set into the motion. So it will move like this from here to here, here to here. What will happen? Slowly it will become slow. Children, one thing you observe, पहला fast और फिर वो थोड़ा थोड़ा धीरे धीरे slow होता है, फिर वो बंद हो जाता है. But at the same time, you have to observe the, is there anything happens to the second string? Observe the next diagram quickly. What was I in the previous? This was the next. Previous, next. So what happened? The energy got transferred to the other string. I didn't touch this string. From here the energy has moved and it has come to the other string. Okay. So it shows that the energy is getting transferred. So energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can be transferred or converted from one form to another. And thus the total amount of energy in the universe is constant. Clear?